What is up, Beast? It is time to start talking about your diet. Now, I know what you may be thinking. Oh my God, this is gonna suck. Trust me, it won't. Base and Beast is all about you continuing to enjoy your life, because after all, fitness is something that fits into your lifestyle and you shouldn't really have to adapt or change what you're doing, okay? And at Base and Beast, that is very, very important to us. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you how we're gonna get started on following a diet and on achieving your fitness goals, so your physique goals and your health goals, having more energy and continuing to enjoy your favorite foods and your lifestyle and being social and everything like that. And we're gonna do that in 14 steps. I'm gonna break these down for you now, but before I do that, I just wanna talk about what dieting is. So I wanna take a step back here and I want to talk about what a diet really is. So whenever we have a goal of either gaining mass and putting on muscle, or losing fat and losing weight, it starts with establishing our caloric goal, okay? Because this caloric goal allows us to either gain weight or lose weight, okay? Now don't worry, you're not gonna have to do any crazy calculations here or anything like that. I take care of all of that for you in the calorie calculator, which you'll find below, okay? But anyway, so first we have to establish our caloric goal. Now, what a diet is really just a vehicle that allows us to get to this caloric goal. And ideally, we want this vehicle to be comfortable. We want this vehicle to be something that fits our lifestyle. Now, if you haven't found this vehicle yet, if you haven't found the diet that works for you well, I'm gonna tell you the diet that I personally do and the diet that I also recommend for all of the beasts. And that is eating 4 balanced meals a day, okay? So we're gonna find our caloric goal, which we're gonna do with the calorie calculator. I'll talk about that in a moment. And we're gonna divide that caloric and that macro goal by 4, and we're just gonna eat 4 balanced meals a day. This allows us to never really be hungry, and this also allows us to never really feel stuffed, and it allows us to keep having lunches with our friends, dinners with our friends and family, and so on and so forth, okay? So let's think about our diet as that vehicle, and this vehicle that I'm about to show you should be very, very comfortable for your lifestyle. So let's dive right in, starting with day 1, which could be today, or you can start it tomorrow. Now, on day 1, all I'm gonna ask you to do is to monitor what you're eating and write down how you feel after everything you eat about 30 minutes after eating this, okay? Now, here you wanna focus on the energy you have after each meal, if you feel bloated, if you have any digestive issues, anything like that. So you're just gonna take a journal and write down how you feel after every meal that you eat. You're also gonna weigh yourself, and we're gonna do this first thing in the morning, and you're gonna update your progress log. So you're gonna take your progress photos, and again, I'll break that down for you on this checklist. You're gonna take your progress photos and you're gonna update your progress log with your stats, okay? That's all you have to do today, all right? Now, or that's all you have to do on day 1. Now, let's talk about day 2. Again, very, very small steps we're taking here. On day 2, all I'm gonna ask you to do is to cut out sodas. And when I say cut out sodas, that just means sugary sodas. It's okay to have 1 or 2 diet sodas a week. Ideally you wanna limit those as well. But again, all I'm gonna ask you today is to cut out sodas. If you're already not drinking sodas, great. If you are drinking sodas, do your best to cut out sodas. Now, if water is boring for you, there's a way to spice it up by just throwing some fruits or some lemon or something like that into water and putting that in your fridge. You can even carbonate your water with a carbonation machine, so that's gonna make it very exciting. But the goal here is to not get all those calories in from sugar, okay? That's day 2. Day 3, all we're gonna do is reduce snacking. So if you snack throughout the day, I'd like you to cut those snacks down to 1 snack a day, and ideally this snack should be 200 calories, okay? That's day 3. Day 4. Today, we are gonna focus on eating 4 meals. That's all you have to do. Don't worry really about what those meals look like. Just eat 4 meals today. Okay, now this can be breakfast, lunch, dinner, or it can be breakfast, lunch, a snack, and then dinner. However you wanna do it, I just want you to focus on eating 4 times a day. So not snacking throughout the day, not doing all that. Just eat 4 times today. Day number 5. So now that you're eating 4 meals, I want you to focus today on making 2 of those meals balanced meals. What do I mean by balanced meals? I want you to try your best to make each meal 1/3 protein, 1/3 carbs, and 1/3 vegetables. Now, if you have a hard time figuring out what proteins and carbs are, I did write the Lean Muscle Nutrition Blueprint for you. There's a lot of options in in there for you for carbs and fats and proteins, okay? Kind of breaks it down for you. So again, today, all you're gonna focus is on having 2 of your 4 meals be balanced meals, 1/3 protein, 1/3 carbs, and 1/3 veggies. Day number 6. So you're crushing it, you're moving it along. And today I'm actually not gonna ask you to make any changes. All we're gonna do on day 6 is write down how we feel 30 minutes after each meal, so that now that we're kind of eating a little healthier, we're doing 2 balanced meals and we're doing 4 meals a day. I want you again to write down how your energy has changed, how your digestion has changed, and how you feel overall. Day number 7. All right, so halfway there. Today, all you're gonna do is focus on making 3 of those 4 meals balanced meals. Again, balanced meals being 1/3 protein, 1/3 carb, and 1/3 vegetable. Day number 8. Today, we're gonna make all 4 meals balanced meals. Again, 1/3 protein, 1/3 carbs, 1/3 vegetables for each meal. Day number 9. Today, no changes are gonna happen. All you're gonna do again is write down how you feel after every single meal. And again, paying attention to the way your digestion is feeling, whether you're bloated, anything like that, how your energies are, and everything like that. Now you can take a step back and compare that to day 6 and day 1, and you're already gonna start seeing, wow, I'm already feeling better just because I'm eating balanced meals and I haven't really changed anything about my lifestyle yet, right? Day number 10. All right, so now that you're eating 4 balanced meals a day, it's time to start thinking about, okay, how many calories am I actually eating? So we're not gonna worry about meeting your caloric goal yet. We're just gonna worry about tracking your calories, okay? And to do that, you can use an app like MyFitnessPal, which makes it very, very simple. But basically, you're just gonna enter everything you eat in. And I know this seems like a lot to do at first, but I mean, you're eating 4 times a day. You're just gonna enter each meal in, right? It might seem like a lot at first, but it gets easier because apps like MyFitnessPal, for example, they actually remember your meals, and then you just like select your meals, and trust me, it just gets easier as you go. But make an effort today to track everything you're eating so we can establish what your caloric intake is at this time. Day number 11. Okay, so today all we're gonna focus on is making healthier choices. We're gonna keep eating those 4 balanced meals a day. We're gonna keep tracking our calories. But for each of those meals, we're gonna reduce the amount of sauces and the amount of like ketchup, barbecue sauce, dipping sauces, those kind of things, the amount of dressing we're putting on our salad. And we're also gonna try to switch over to lower sodium seasoning options, okay? So all we're gonna do today is keep eating those 4 meals, but now we're reducing the sauces and we're keep tracking our calories, and you're already gonna notice a significant change in your calorie consumption just by cutting out those sauces. Now, don't worry, your food doesn't have to be bland. There are a lot of really, really great low sodium seasonings out there that you can give a try, and you can always use good old Himalayan pink salt because that's a really healthy salt for you. More on that in the Lean Muscle Nutrition Blueprint, which is ready for you to read through. Day number 12. All right, so we are eating 4 balanced meals a day and we're tracking our calories. All right, so we know how many calories we're eating, but we don't really know our caloric goal yet. Today, we're gonna establish that using the Basement Beast Calorie Calculator. It's waiting for you in your tools section on the membership portal. It's also on this getting started checklist as you work your way through it, okay? Basically, all we're gonna do is we're gonna go through the prompts that are in the calorie calculator. If you need some help with those, again, there is a breakdown of those for you in this calorie checklist. And we're gonna get our caloric goal, which is gonna allow us to either lose weight or gain muscle or whatever your personal goal is, right? And we're also gonna get our macros that are gonna help us get there. Macros being fats, proteins, and carbs, okay? Now, we already know what our macros are for each meal that we've been eating because we've been using MyFitnessPal. Now, all we're gonna do is either increase or decrease the amount of calories and change around our macros in each meal to do our best to meet that caloric goal and those macro goals. Now, what I really want to stress here is that it doesn't have to be perfect. It's about doing your best to get to that goal. If you're up by a few calories, or if you're below a few calories, that's okay. If your macros don't fully line up, it's okay, all right? But today, do your best to do your calorie calculation and to meet that calorie and macro goal. Day number 13. All right, so today there's not gonna be any changes. Do your best, just like yesterday, to meet your caloric goals with each meal. And do me a favor and write down how you feel after every single meal. And then again, compare that to the previous times you've written it down. And you're gonna notice again that your digestion is probably doing a lot better. You're gonna have more energy, you're gonna feel better, you're gonna feel lighter on your feet, and you're just gonna be all around well functioning. That should be exciting for you because the way you're gonna feel on day 13 is gonna be the way you're gonna continue to feel for as long as you stick with this balanced 4 4 balanced meals a day diet. Day number 14. All right, without you really noticing a change in your day-to-day life, you're crushing your basement beast diet by eating 4 balanced meals a day and by meeting your caloric goal and your macro goal with each meal. Now, it's a little tedious probably to still enter those macros into the calorie calculator with each meal, but it's gonna, into the MyFitnessPal app with each meal, but it's gonna get easier and easier as you go. So all I'm gonna ask for you to do today is to step on the scale first thing in the morning, okay? And to update and to take progress photos and to then update your progress log with your new weight and your new stats. And then also take a look back at day 1 and see how far you've already come in those 14 days. Day 15 and on, you're crushing your diet. Absolutely amazing. It's just about keeping that momentum going at this point, and it's about once a week doing a few things. 1, you're gonna weigh yourself once a week. 2, you're gonna take new progress photos and update your progress log. 3, you're gonna go back into the calorie calculator and you're gonna update your stats. That way you get a new calorie and a new macro goal, because as your weight changes, so does your caloric and your macro goal. And 4, you are gonna have a cheat meal once a week. Now, more on that in the Lean Muscle Nutrition Blueprint, which I've mentioned a few times, and it's a great resource for you. In it, I break down what macros are. I tell you more about meal delivery companies. I tell you how to make dieting sustainable day in, day out, how to read nutritional labels, and a bunch of other stuff. It's a really great resource for you to flip through, so make sure you check out the Lean Muscle Nutrition Blueprint. There's also a supplement guide and a ton of other resources for you in your Nutrition Blueprint section, so make sure you read through those when you have time. A few things to remember. 1, this isn't a race. If it takes you more than 14 days to get to those 4 balanced meals a day and to start tracking your calories, it is okay. It's all just about you making the initiative and you taking progressive steps forward. Again, not a race. Your timeline is perfectly fine. Number 2, don't beat yourself up. We all have setbacks. It's human. So if there's a week where you don't follow the diet or a day where you eat an entire cake, it is 100% okay. It's not about beating yourself up. It's about remembering how amazing you felt and going back to that when you are ready. Number 3, reach out to your Beast brothers. If you ever feel lost, unmotivated, stuck, or you just want to talk about your Beast journey, the Beast Brotherhood is a great place to do it. In it, you can talk about your progress, you can ask questions, you can help other people out when you see that they're stuck, or you can reach for motivation if you feel stuck. So the Beast Brotherhood is a great community for you as you go through this diet and as you go through these workouts. And number 4, remember why you started. When you ever feel stuck or unmotivated, remember why you decided to start Basement Beast and use that as a driving force to get you back on the horse. And that's it, 14 days to start your diet. You can do this. I believe in you. I'm rooting for you, and I'm here every step of the way. Peace.